What is going on, YouTube people? Northeast Ohio Cards and Comics here. Day 2 at the National, or Friday at the National, is complete. And by the sounds of my voice, I'm a train wreck. No, I'm beat up today. I think I looked at my watch app, 5.5 miles on Friday. That was the first full day at the show for me. Between the show and then parties and then after parties and trade nights. I got up yesterday around 8 and I got to sleep last night around 1. These are long days. It's a young man's game, and I am not a young man anymore, as my legs and calf muscles are reminding me today. Yesterday, a really good day at the show. Busy. Busier than Thursday, it felt like. There's rumors going around that they've already close to breaking the attendance record, and there's still probably the busiest day to go Saturday. Before I get into pickups, and I do have a decent amount of pickups, once again, the best part of this has 100% been just meeting a crap ton of people, whether it's people that watch the channel. I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, hey, what's going on? Great content, whatever. Thank you to all of you people that have stopped up and said something. And then I got to meet a bunch of other content creators yesterday. Sam came in yesterday from Women of the Hobby, so I got to meet her finally. I got to meet Hannah yesterday from She Collects Cards. Pittsburgh was in yesterday. I've met him before, but he was in yesterday. Flipping Steve's contest winner came in yesterday, so I got a chance to meet him. Finally got a chance to talk to Jeff from Sports Card Investor yesterday for a little while at his party. Talked to Hammer, talked to Teapot from the SCI team, both at Ryan's Trade Night and then again last night. So last night was the Sports Card Investor had a VIP event for anyone that uses market movers, and then invited a few of the affiliate people came in for that, and then he had some special guests for that as well. And then after that, Filmington had a party with a bunch of other of the old school YouTubers down at the Lowe's Hotel. And the Lowe's Hotel has been the epicenter of pop-up trade nights. I shot some video. I popped into Dakota's Live and Chill last night for like 5 minutes. And I muted my microphone and just kind of walked through the lobby. And basically what people do is they literally just take like lobby tables. You kind of claim your spot. And they just lay out all their cards. And then people just walk by like you're almost in a show. And to be honest with you, the trade night stuff is, I don't want to say it's easier to get deals done, but it's more realistic. Because, those people didn't pay for table space. They're not dealers. They're just you and me. And things move a lot faster out there, in my opinion. And I mean, there's people buying, selling, but people are much more realistic about, I think, I don't know, maybe there's this mystique of dealing with the dealer that it immediately becomes adversarial to some degree. But stuff really flies at those trade nights, man. And to me, the trade nights are some of the best parts. Last night was very chaotic compared to, I mean, Ryan's was chaotic too, but just because you're not in the right space for it. There's not enough room for everybody. And then, everyone's asking, like, what's the show vibe, that stuff. It's still hard to say. Once again, I continue to see a ton of Mahomes in cases. You're not seeing a lot of Zion in cases. You're not seeing a lot of Luka in cases. I really don't even see that much Ja Morant. Some, for sure. A lot of high-end stuff. I've seen cards that I will never be able to afford because they are prices of multiple houses. Nice houses. I don't know what the sickest card I've seen is. There's been some crazy ones. Some really disgusting-looking Jordan exquisite patch autos, like tricolor Jordan patches. I think Sasha showed some of them in one of his videos. So those were insane. Not very little to no comic books on the floor. And I said this on Dakota's stream last night. There's, from my perspective and from what I've talked to, for some of the dealers that I've talked to, there's 5 players everyone's looking for. It's Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Luka, and Zion. And everyone I talk to keeps reiterating the same thing. The other trend of the show is vintage guys are not moving off of their prices for the most part. which I think I mentioned yesterday as well. That trend continues. Their price is their price, and if you don't like it, go find it somewhere else because you're probably not going to. So I believe some of them are fairly reasonably priced, but they're not. They're definitely, the vibe is they're above comps. Ryan from Breakout Cards will probably have a better feel for that, but it's once again, it's hard to tell. Like, is cash moving? I've heard from a few vendors that people are actually looking to trade up and down. So the people with the lower end stuff, like $100 to $500 to $1,000, are looking to move into $2,000, $3,000 cards with cash and partial trade, like you see a lot, which makes sense. But the people with high end stuff, like 10K plus, are looking to downgrade. So they're looking to say, I'll give you my 10K card for 2 3K cards and 4K cash. Because I think what people don't realize is, I think that, and then I don't play in that market, so I don't have firsthand knowledge, but that high end stuff is not super liquid. Like, it's really hard to find a buyer. It's nice to see a card sell for $10,000 on eBay and say, okay, cool, that's the comp. Well, go try to get that from, like, how many people have that money floating around? That's why a lot of people can sign with PWCC and Probstein and those guys, because they know that they have the buyers. And when you're selling a card that high end, it gets a little, you don't want to mess with all that stuff. Like, I get nervous selling something like that online. So have PWCC deal with it, or Probstein, or, whatever consignor that you want to use. So, but that's been the general thoughts so far. And regarding Zion, I have not seen a lot of nice Zion in cases, for sure. Base prisms, yes. I've seen very few silver Zions. I can tell you, because I've been on the lookout for Lucas Silvers. There's hardly any. There's some 10s. I've seen like next to no 9s on Lucas Silvers. So that's kind of the vibe on the basketball side of things. There's other players moving, obviously, but those seem to be the two that everybody wants. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and get into what I've picked up so far yesterday. And then I'm going to shut this thing down so I can get ready to head across the street. I have my eyes on a few things that I want to make some moves on. So we'll start small. I actually won at Sports Card Investors VIP Party. They had a raffle, and I won a Steve Aoki, Topps X Steve Aoki box. So I'll probably crack this when I get home. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I air quotes pick that up. Card-wise, so I picked 2 cards up from the same dealer. I saw these on Thursday, and I went back to the room, checked some stuff on them, and then went back. First thing, so my plan was yesterday was to look around, or on Thursday was to look around for the things that I wanted to see exactly how prevalent they were on the show floor. The Luka Optic Hollow 9, which I got on Thursday, I did not see a lot of them, so I just grabbed that one on Thursday. Other stuff I saw multiples of, so I let it ride. And then I came up with a plan of attack, and then as soon as the show floor opened on Friday morning, I immediately went to the one vendor that had multiple cards that I wanted. One was a $1,000 card, one was a $350 card. He was very easy to work with. I think it was Central Valley Sports Cards. I don't remember the name exactly of the table, but really nice guy. I said, hey, I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this. What will you do on these two? It was $1,350, which was dead on eBay comps. Like, dead on. And he said, I'll do $1,250 for the 2. And then he looked at trade stuff just to kind of take the edge off a little bit. So I traded him a Morant base prism at, I think, $180 or $200 in trade value. I think it was $200 in trade value. I don't remember. They comp on eBay for $225. I think he maybe gave me $180, which I was fine with. So it took it down to like $1,250, or I'm sorry, like $1,050 or $1,080 or something. I don't remember the exact amounts. So I got both these cards plus a Morant Prism base for, let's call it $1,050 to keep the numbers easier. And it is first a Tatum Mosaic PSA 10. I really like these cards a lot. They're really nice looking, and they are very low pop. So pick that up. And then the other one that I grabbed is Luka. Once again, PSA 10 Mosaic. Sorry, the camera angle's a little weird. All right, we fixed the camera angle a little bit. So, Tatum, Mosaic PSA 10. I think this is pop like 400, give or take. And, oops, bumped the camera. The Luka PSA 10. This is the one that I really have my eye on. But I figured if I, once again, work the deal for both, I'd have a better chance of getting a little bit better price. I love this card for around $1,000, and I got it for slightly under. And one actually sold after the show for $10.50. So once again, pretty much dead on comps. This is like pop 600. Because you got to remember, back in 17 and 18 Mosaic, it was a subset. It wasn't its own thing yet. The other card that I picked up at the show was a Baker. And I kind of fell into this. It wasn't something that I was looking for. And I got this from the Card Collector 2 guys. So it's a Baker Spectra. It's the neon blue. They had it stickered for $225. One just sold, which is kind of funny. I didn't look to see if it was the same card. I don't think that it was. One sold for $275 on eBay about 2 weeks ago. And this is a pop 2. So the other one just sold. And then Ryan had the other one. I got this for offered 200 even, and Ryan countered at 225, and I snagged it. This is pretty low risk. Pop 2, $225. But here's the thing: Spectra are ridiculously tough grades because they're thick cards. All Spectra cards are really thick, and they're also numbered. So this is out of 75. PSA 10 Pop 2 for $225, and it's just a really nice looking card. I'll take that all day long. Thank you very much. I think Spectra really gets forgotten about in general, it gets forgotten about, and even more so in basketball, or I'm sorry, in football, it gets forgotten about. So snag this. Really happy with this pickup. Just a nice looking Baker card for little to small cost of entry. And then at trade night, I snagged, unofficial trade night at the Lowe's Hotel. I picked this up. So Baker RPA, not like high-end Baker RPA. It's Panini 1, but still a nice-looking card. This is numbered out of 125. So the guy had 350 value on it, which was pretty spot on, I think. A PSA 9 about a month ago did 540. And there's none for sale on eBay for less than 500. So it seemed like a pretty good price right off the get. So I had him look through my stuff, and he picked out the Eloy Purple, which I just got sent home from Star Stock. And last comp on that was $400. And that was from about a week, like 10 days ago. And his stuff's gone up a little bit since then. So I had it priced at $5. And you know, it's hard to base a comp when there is no comp, and the most recent comp is less than probably what the card's worth. So you have to kind of make up your own number and kind of guess on it. So, you know, he said, okay, like, what do you want for the Eloy and the Baker? How much cash do I have to put in on top? We went back and forth on the cash number. He ended up sending me $60. So I got this for the Eloy Purple out of $299. PSA 10 and $60 in cash. The Eloy card ultimately will probably be more valuable, or has the potential probably to be more valuable unless Baker just goes crazy. But this was a case of I just wanted the card, and it was a very easy way for me to get it. Because here's the thing. I was into the Eloy Purple for $200. So I got this basically for $140. That seemed kind of like a no-brainer to me because I moved the Eloy for it. Plus, I got $60 back in cash. Like I said, the Eloy probably has more upside just because, like, for a quicker flip potential. But I wanted a Baker RPA, and this was a very low-cost entry way to get one. A lot of the Baker RPAs that are left on the show floor are, in my opinion, overpriced or out of my league. There's a lot of Baker National Treasures on the show floor. That stuff doesn't seem to be moving. But the lower mid-end stuff seems to be flying. And that seems to be the general take on the show floor in general, is the $500 to $2,000 stuff is moving pretty well. The high-end stuff, I don't know that it's not moving, but I just see the same stuff in the same cases when I walk around, like as I make multiple loops around the show floor. So I don't see like, I've saw a lot of Baker NT stuff, like high end Baker NT stuff, like true RPAs, like $10,000, $15,000 cards. Um, and that stuff doesn't seem to be moving, but lower end Baker stuff is flying. Like just to use him as an example. So those are my pickups from day 2, and I'll do a full recap video next week when I get home, because I think it'll be interesting because I've traded a lot of cards, I've gotten cash back from a lot of cards to kind of see like, okay, my goal is to do something that's like, here is all the cards that left my inventory, here's how much cash left my inventory, and then here's everything that I got walking out of there. So there's one specific play I want to try to make today. So that's the first thing I'm going to do as soon as I hit the show floor. I have a dealer that I was talking to yesterday about something. We really couldn't agree. And then I had an epiphany this morning about maybe a different way to go at it. So I'm going to hit that this morning first thing and see if we could get something like that worked out on that. And then after that, the only thing that I'm still looking for is maybe another Baker. And then I might shift gears. I don't know. This will be my last full day at the show. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to hit the show floor on Sunday, or if I'm even going to want to. We'll see. But we do have to head home tomorrow or on Sunday. So, but that's all I have for you guys and girls. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions specifically about, what's going on in there or what it's like or whatever, leave them in the comments down below. Tomorrow, I will probably once again try to record something like this. So no weekly sports card market update tomorrow, most likely. I'd be shocked if I get to record one tonight. I don't know, though, because I don't know what's going on tonight. Tonight is my most wide open night. There's rumors that maybe a bunch of us are going to go out to dinner, like Dustin, Steve. I met Brad, the comeback card investor, yesterday. I forgot about that. But that's all I got for you guys and girls. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube jazz down below, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.